again!
It's almost!
He's done it again! Unbelievable!
Oh, straight into the roof of the net.
Nice one.
Straight down the middle. So a good performance from both teams here.
Hi, welcome to Firstpost. I'm Rupha Ramani. Let's get the show started. Right, on the show today, Pakistan cricket fans are angry. They claim the PCB has sold itself out. They are frustrated at the possibility of the Champions Trophy going out of the country itself. Has Pakistan failed their people again? This even as former Pakistan cricketers bash India for refusing to travel. And speaking of backlash, French football star Kylian Mbappe has received more after Real Madrid failed to even score in their humbling loss to Liverpool. Is Mbappe in his worst phase in a very young career and losing support in Real Madrid quickly? And will Elon Musk, the billionaire businessman, enter the gaming world? The businessman has challenged the big gaming corporations of running a loose ship, says he can completely redefine the online gaming industry. More on that in the show. But first, a look at the headlines on Sports 360. We'll start with cricket. Pakistan secured a 2-1 ODI series win over Zimbabwe. They beat Zimbabwe by 99 runs in the final match. Kamran Ghulam scored a century with the bat and picked up a wicket too to be player of the match. In women's cricket, the 2025 Women's Premier League or the WPL auctions will be held on the 15th of December. It will take place in the Indian city of Bengaluru. 5 teams will have a purse of 15 crore Indian rupees or approximately 1.8 million US dollars. Heather Knight, Leah Tahuhu, Deandra Doughton will be some of the top players in the auction pool post the retentions. Moving on to football, Manchester United registered their first win under new manager Ruben Amorim. The Red Devils won their Europa League tie against Boda Glimt 3-2. Alejandro Garnacho scored the opener and Rasmus Højlund's brace secured United's win. But all's not well outside. Fans of Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool and Everton will put aside their rivalries and hold a joint protest against the rising ticket prices. The protest will take over the weekend before their clubs' respective Premier League matches. 19 of the 20 Premier League clubs have raised their ticket prices by an average of around 7%. And summing it up with tennis, women's world number 2 Iga Świątek has accepted a 1-month suspension after failing a doping test. Świątek tested positive for a banned substance in August before the Cincinnati Open. The Polish tennis star described the incident as the worst experience of her life. She's the second top tennis player after Simona Halep to have failed a dope test in the last 2 years. Right, Pakistan is angry. The cricket fans in the country are frustrated. The last 1 year, in fact, has been a very, very difficult phase for everyone. Their team did not give them much reasons to rejoice. The World Cups, both ODI and T20, went away in a bit of a blur, with Pakistan crashing out of both these ICC events. And now the complications that have arisen out of hosting the Champions Trophy has angered Pakistanis more. Just when Pakistan fans were beginning to have some hope over the circumstances in their country as a cricket host improving, comes this catch-22 situation. Post that gruesome attack against the Sri Lanka team while they were in Pakistan, that was way back in 2009, Pakistan slowly and steadily built back the faith in the cricket world, with countries travelling to Pakistan for bilateral series. Countries, barring India that is. But with Champions Trophy threatening to make its exit, fans truly believe that PCB has not done enough to hold its ground or even garner enough support in opposing a powerhouse like India. Yes, very angry voices there coming from all over Pakistan. It's all drama, and Pakistan already sold out. That's the biggest and the most strongest voice that you're hearing, especially from all the fans who are there in Pakistan. They were clearly not happy with the way Mohsin Naqvi was addressing the media and his approach, in a sense. Of course, Naqvi clearly under fire here. He's not just the PCB chief, he's also the interior minister with the government as well. So all of the backlash also resulting from them not being able to control the situation when it comes to the protests that Pakistan has been currently experiencing, especially in Islamabad. So a lot of that, of course, really coming back to bite and harm PCB. In fact, in the mad din of a very disgruntled cricket fans in Pakistan, all of these comments that you have been seeing and you read just now really resonates with the true sentiment of the fans there. They truly feel that Pakistan will not be able to keep its rights for the Champions Trophy, especially after the ICC meeting today came out with nothing much, no decision taken, and more conversations, in fact, going to happen. They believe that there will be a resolution, but we don't know when that will come out. And it is some of the comments that the PCB chief Mohsin Naqvi made that has in fact brought all of this to this particular point.
हमारा मुसलसल आईसीसी से रब्ता है। मेरी आईसीसी के चेयरमैन से मुसलसल बातचीत जारी है। हमारी टीम्स बैठ के उनसे बातचीत भी कर रही हैं और हम पाकिस्तान के मुफाद में और पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट के मुफाद में जो बेस्ट चीज़ होगी वो लेके निकलेंगे इंशाल्लाह ताला। और हम स्टांस में बड़ा क्लियर हैं, लेकिन हमें विन विन होके निकलना है और मुझे बड़ी उम्मीद है कि कौम मायूस नहीं होगी इंशाल्लाह ताला। हम पाकिस्तान के लिए बेस्ट लेके निकलेंगे। मैं आपसे वादा करता हूँ कि जो होगा पाकिस्तान के लिए बेस्ट होगा। हम अपने स्टांस में अभी भी क्लियर हैं कि ये नहीं हो सकता कि हम जाके इंडिया क्रिकेट खेलें और इंडिया नहीं खेले यहाँ आके, ये नहीं हो सकता। तो जो भी होगा बराबरी की सतह पर होगा और हम उसमें आईसीसी को बड़ा क्लियर बता चुके हैं। तो आगे जो फाइनल बोर्ड मीटिंग में होता है वो आपको आगाह कर देंगे।
Of course, Mohsin Naqvi there clearly saying that he wants a sense of equality here, but the Pakistan fans who are witnessing these statements, they feel it only seems very defeatist. PCB claims that they are in conversation with the ICC, that they are trying their best to channelize their backroom conversations, their backroom talks to getting things to fall in place for them. But cricket fans in the country increasingly feel that it's a lost cause. Pakistan will not be able to successfully conduct an ICC event in the state that they are in. In fact, Pakistan's former cricketers have been very vocal and harsh in their remarks as well, and there have been many coming forward to weigh in on the drama that has been unfolding regarding the Champions Trophy over the past few weeks, while Basit Ali only has some advice to render.
People have started to say that the Champions Trophy could be shifted to India. Please take it to India. I'm telling you to do that. No Pakistani will say anything. Just take it to India and see what happens. The broadcaster will be in deep trouble.
Of course, while there is sarcasm on one hand, Shahid Afridi unleashed himself on X. He's criticized India and lambasted them for being adamant of not wanting to travel to Pakistan even after all these years.
By intertwining politics with sports, the BCCI has placed international cricket in a precarious position. Fully support the PCB's stance against the hybrid model. Pakistan has toured India 5 times post 2611. It's time for the ICC and its board of directors to uphold fairness and assert their authority.
Shahid Afridi represents a thought that forms a section of critics in Pakistan and what they harbour. Many former cricketers, in fact, part of this thinking, who love to point fingers outside rather than look within. Has Pakistan lived up to all the expectations that comes, the responsibilities that come with being an ICC host? The tournament is supposed to, or was supposed to, kick off in February. It's December already, and there is a security situation that Pakistan is battling currently. This is exactly the kind of scenario that India does not want to be found caught in the middle of. Hence the hesitation. that other countries are expressing concerns over is also coincidental. What about the venues then? They have had to undergo several renovations to make them ICC match ready. So where is the 100% airtight preparation coming from Pakistan at this point? The country's cricketing setup has also been fighting one controversy over the other all these months. If sacking their captains and coaches were not enough, they've also managed to somehow send a new coach back. Gary Kirsten, who's been part of a World Cup winning team, resigned. But I feel the most for the Pakistani cricket fans, who have been loyal and passionate as well as feisty critics of their own team. They love and live for the sport. They've seen legends come and go. It's a shame that the country and its administrators have let them down. But maybe the larger flaw is also with the system that is unable to find a solution to Pakistan wanting to be treated fairly by the ICC. Now, we don't often see marquee clashes like Real Madrid and Liverpool in the early stages of the Champions League, but all of this is thanks to the new format. And Anfield yesterday proved why there is so much buzz around these particular matches, because this one had everything that an iconic game should: emotions, passion, drama, and a bit of criticism too, especially for an already under fire Kylian Mbappe. Liverpool beat Real Madrid 2-0 in a group stage match yesterday, ending their 15-year curse of being winless against the Spanish club. That's good. Every goal was slotted in right, and while it was a historic win for Arne Slot's men, the men in white, particularly Kylian Mbappe, had a lackluster show. Mbappe tried his best to score goals for Madrid, but his poor run only got more highlighted when he failed to convert a penalty into a goal. Some of them ought to hurt. The Spanish media, though, wasn't too far behind. Those are the fans, of course, but the media has been just as harsh. Major outlets took out the axe and tore right into Kylian Mbappe, some of them even calling him downright useless. Now, the reason why there is so much anger against Mbappe is because the Liverpool game was supposed to be Mbappe's too close. Vinicius Jr. wasn't part of the match due to an injury, so Mbappe had the whole left wing to himself, a position he's always preferred during his career, and yet Mbappe failed to make the most of it. Sure, he tried dribbling past Liverpool, but given the kind of pressure that's riding on Mbappe already, fans expect more. They expect him to convert those chances into goals. A few tricks on the pitch just won't be enough. And that's why seeing Mbappe fail, patience clearly seems to have run out among fans. And this is only adding on to the horror phase that Mbappe has endured over the past few months. And we've been bringing that to you. He was questioned for skipping France's Nations League game and showing up for Real Madrid instead. His dedication towards France on the line when he was spotted in a pub. And then, of course, came the shocker, Mbappe linked to a rape investigation. Even if that seems to have somewhat eased up in the last few weeks, Mbappe's failure to really help Real Madrid win those matches has riled up the Madrid faithfuls. Mbappe had an average start to his Real Madrid career, where he scored 8 goals and assisted twice in the first 13 games. But in the last 5 encounters alone, Mbappe has made just 1 goal contribution, and that came against 14th placed Leganes. What's more concerning is that in the last 5 games, Madrid have suffered 3 heavy defeats. It all started with a 4-0 loss against Barcelona, A 3-1 Champions League defeat to AC Milan, and of course the latest being the 2-0 loss to Liverpool. So fans are getting more and more restless. But the only silver lining for Mbappe, doesn't seem like there could be in all of this, is the backing of manager Carlo Ancelotti.
I think for Mbappe, it is a difficult moment. We have to support him and give him our love. He will soon be fine. Could be a lack of confidence, maybe. Sometimes, maybe when you have moments when things aren't working out. The idea is to keep things simple, don't complicate life.
Now, while Ancelotti defended Mbappe, he, of course, highlights a very important aspect, the lack of confidence. Now, we all know Mbappe is a world-class player, but is that really coming through on the pitch? And it's not just Mbappe's on-field performance that brings out this lack of confidence that we're talking about, it's also his body language. Mbappe's teammates even tried to air him during this locker room conversation that you saw snapshots of. Some may sense some bad aura around Mbappe, whatever those gestures indicated, but we can only focus on what we are seeing, and that's the body language. Clearly, Mbappe isn't happy, isn't himself. Because if you compare this Mbappe to the one that took the field for France in the 2022 World Cup final, you'll see a massive difference. In a grand stage like a World Cup final, Mbappe brought France back from a 2-goal deficit by scoring 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. Scored another goal in extra time to keep the match alive, and almost won it for France too without the penalties, before the penalties came. But the current Mbappe has failed to display that same intent, that same aggression and sort of confidence. Sure, the off-field drama has contributed a lot to this, but that's what an elite player, a player at that level, needs to do. Keep the noise out and bounce back from the lows. Ronaldo does that whenever he's put down, and there are critics as well. Look at how Max Verstappen made a strong comeback at Formula One, even despite a series of controversies and backlash, to win the driver's title. Mbappe needs to harness that and prove that he belongs here at Real Madrid, because time is surely ticking for Mbappe on this one. Now, he may have the support of Ancelotti as of now, but for how long? Despite this setback in the Champions League, Ancelotti has assured that Real Madrid will be in the final next year. So for how long can Ancelotti demand patience and time from fans for Mbappe? Because he too may be forced to take a stern step eventually if this continues, and a step that may not really favor Mbappe. Now, it feels like it's Elon Musk's world, and we're just living in it. The businessman's quest to stick his finger into every pie never seems to end. After showing his prowess in automobiles, space technology and social media sectors, Musk has his eye on the gaming world now, the online gaming portal that holds much promise. And Musk is not just looking to enter the gaming world. Much like the rest of his ventures, he's threatening to dethrone the big guns here. Reason? Musk wants to make gaming great again, because he is disappointed with the current structure of esports and online gaming. Is that the only reason behind this new ambition of Elon Musk, though? Let's find out.
Social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, does not need a promotional campaign. Its CEO Elon Musk uses the platform as his personal loudspeaker. He not only uses it to share his opinions, but also uses it as a platform to challenge the rest of the world. The businessman, who was busy promoting Trump's Make America Great Again campaign, has now vowed to make gaming great again. And all it took was a rant from Dogecoin co-creator Billy Marcus, who expressed dissatisfaction at the current state of gaming. And Musk responded by saying that his AI company xAI is ready to redefine and challenge the gaming world. This isn't the first time that Elon Musk has expressed his disapproval over the massive gaming studio corporations. Recently, he criticized one of the features of gaming giant Xbox.
Having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable.
In the past too, Musk has questioned Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella over their hiring policy. And now the decision to enter the gaming world is Musk throwing the gauntlet again. And it's not just Xbox. Another mega gaming corporation, Sony's PlayStation, is also wary about Musk's new ambition. But is his inflated ego and his displeasure with the gaming system the only reasons behind this decision to enter the gaming world? Usually, Elon Musk does not need much of a prod to jump right in. But the truth is, Musk has a deeper connect with the gaming world. The billionaire businessman is a long-time gamer, and he has never shied away from showing his affection towards gaming. Just recently, he became one of the top 20 ranked players in Diablo 4, popular online game. And his addiction is such that Musk feels that if he played the League of Legends, it would hamper his SpaceX program. Twitter is witness to his gaming escapades and conquests. And now Musk may be turning his hobby into a profession, like he did with his other ventures. But what will be interesting to note is whether he will follow through with this desire. Not too long ago, Musk challenged Mark Zuckerberg for a physical battle, but that hasn't materialized yet. Maybe Musk wants to enter the gaming world to create a game where he can fight Zuckerberg digitally. If not the physical battle, AI avatars of the two battling. Musk's way of showing why AI is the future. We will stay tuned to this space for more.
Right, time for last serve. Copa Libertadores final between Botafogo and Atletico Mineiro over the weekend is going to be an exciting affair. If you do not believe me, just take a look at Brazil club Botafogo's fans even before they boarded their bus to Argentina. Sounds like and looks like a weekend of revelry, no matter the result. But that wraps up First Sports here for us. Thank you for being here along with me. I'll see you again, of course, after the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.